I'm Alicia Fleener, and my rhetorical device was juxtaposition. This is a real-world example of juxtaposition because there's a man who doesn't have a joyful expression on his face, but is holding a bottle that says joy on it, and that's just an example of juxtaposition. This is the definition of juxtaposition. The actual definition is an act or instance of placing words or features close together or side by side, especially for comparison or contrast. But the definition in my words is placing words or phrases close together to show their contrast through a comparison. Another way that you can see juxtaposition is it's used to create, within stories, it's used to create character development in the form of contrast or comparison. A place where you might see a real-world example of juxtaposition is billboards. This was probably accidental, but the doctor in the top advertisement says, "Childhood obesity, don't take it lightly," stressing the importance of how it's a very bad thing that childhood obesity is becoming popular. And then the one right below it says, "My kind of shopping spree," and going to McDonald's. So advertising McDonald's, which obviously isn't healthy for you and can create childhood obesity. So the contrast between the two is an example of juxtaposition. An original example that I came up with of juxtaposition is if you see a billboard with starving children that's advertising maybe give money to Africa for the starving children, and then right next to it you might see iPhone billboard or something advertising where you'd spend a lot of money on it. So just that kind of contrast that you see between these two different features shows how different they are. One last original example I thought of is an alcohol advertisement that is advertising for people to buy alcohol, but that could be placed close next to an advertisement for not drinking and driving, preparing people that drinking and driving is very harmful for you. And that type of contrast that we see is also what we see in books when we're reading about, and we see juxtaposition, just that type of contrast. And that's really what juxtaposition is.